Boy, I hope the crashing waves of Poseidon don't make this a nightmare to film. Hello. I'm a little hungover, so I came to the beach. 3 months? That's almost 100 days. Fellow vexiologists will already have had it spoiled where I've been this month, but sit with me a while anyway as I tell you where I've been. So, last time we saw each other I was still volunteering in Salta, Italy, but still in Salta, Argentina. I watched them lose the World Cup, which was pretty vindicating, what with being from England and all. I think it's probably possible to stay in a place too long, as I was going slightly insane doing night shifts all the time. But by day, the city was really lovely with monuments, mountains and markets.
Look, Wicca. Wow.
In my final days here, I took a scenic tour down to Cafayette. That is not how an Argentinian would pronounce that at all. Oh yeah, and how do you know so much? Hi, I'm Kevin Linderman, Spanish expert. Walk with me as I give you a brief dialect lesson. So, if you know some Spanish, you'll know that 2 L's together will make a Y sound. Me llamo, llegar, calle. Well, in Argentinian, and Uruguayan, though I haven't been there to check, in Spanish, these are replaced with a ch sound. Chamo, chegar, cache. And this even carries over to words without the double L and just a Y there already, like Clash Rochelle, and in this case, Cafechetti. Lindo. I've lost my train of thought. Anyway, it was really pretty. Finally, the time came to leave Salta, and all I had to do was take a short, easy flight to Puerto Iguazu. Oh, sorry, it was delayed 7 hours. Lindo. This was extra annoying as I'd already had a flight cancelled that week to go to Asunción, the Paraguayan capital. And whilst I never actually went to Paraguay in the end, I saw it from the other side of the river and I saw Asunción out the window of a plane. But enough of all that, it's time for Iguazu. I am lucky enough to be joined for this leg of the trip by Jacqueline, a traveller I met in Chile and went to Bolivia with last month. It's very cool to travel around with someone else for a bit and have a bit of continuity when you go between places. Our first stop was Iguazu Falls, the largest waterfall system in the world, on the border of Argentina and Brazil. And I guess Paraguay as well, but we're ignoring them. This was very cool, and the first time on my travels that I'd actually packed for what the weather was. I mean, so far I've been dealing with the Andes and the frigid Chilean winter, and finally it was hot, humid, and there are mosquitoes everywhere. I enjoy immensely the road signs that warn you of animals that you don't have back home, like moose in Canada and Finland, or vicuña in northern Chile. But here we had tapir, monkey, jaguar, eldritch horrors, whatever those things are, and deer. Oh wait, we have deer back home. The falls were very cool, and we even saw some of those guys that the signs were warning us about. Turns out there were a lot of them. Oh, and monkeys too. None of the rest, but that's probably for the best. After a final Argentinian steak, the next day we headed into Brazil to view the falls from the Brazilian side. And whilst still impressive, the Brazilian side was more just about viewing the falls as opposed to the Argentinian side where you could sort of like walk amongst them. Following this, we went to a bird park to get a closer look at some of the birds we'd seen amongst the falls, as well as the coolest shoes I've ever seen. But next, it was time to get a 16-hour bus to Sao Paulo, which sounds rubbish, but we actually got upgraded and got fully reclining seats, and I actually slept better on that bus than I have in quite a lot of hostels. It left me ready for... Sao Paulo is a contender for my favourite place I've visited so far. I love the city. Its sprawling mass, varied architecture, humongous murals and vibrant atmosphere. I already know it's a place I'm going to be coming back to at some point in my life. We went to the Wasp, MASP, and saw some real Van Goghs. Went to the Japanese Quarter, which has the largest population of Japanese people outside of Japan. Who knew? And through Biko the Batman? Why is it called that? You know, I choose to believe it's because Batman actually lives there. I don't need to do the research. I can just be an unreliable narrator. That's part of the fun. After way too short a time, we headed to the Brazilian coast to soak in the tropical sun and the... Oh, it's raining. Oh. We've been slowly making our way up towards Rio and staying in some of the most beautiful places in the world. Why should I complain about a little bit of drizzle? I'm English, for crying out loud. First beach town was Itamambuca near Ubatuba, where we lounged on the beach until it rained. In Parachi, we went on a waterfall tour through the rainforest. I got pushed down a slide, fell off a rope and bonked my big bald head on a rock. Also did a hike up this peak, and yes, once you get to the top, it is just a sheer drop off the edge to your certain demise. And finally in Ilha Grande, where I am now. At the time of filming, I arrived yesterday, so I haven't done very much, but I'm sure it's going to be pretty difficult to get bored on a tropical beach paradise island. Update. It's pretty good. And that's everything. I should be arriving in Rio when this video is released, so look forward to hearing all about that next month. Bye! Have to wait for the people to walk past because that's where they walk. It's a public beach. This is where they are. Please don't stop right there. That is where I want you to not be. Okay.